Hello folks, how's it going? So we are just lifting what is left of third cut 2022. We are just bringing this, this is a bit of a long jaw here, and then after this is in, there is only somewhere around about 200 or 300 acres left. So yeah, it kind of feels like it's a long time coming, but at the same time it's very hard to believe that we're actually here already. But yeah, it don't know how to feel about it. It's kind of a bit it's just mad that this is kind of where we are this year so far. So the ground is holding up unbelievably. We just can't get over how good the ground actually is. So it'll definitely make the slurry campaign a lot easier. So yes, as I was saying, this is just the rest of third cut. So this is a farm that we take. So there's about a good 250 odd acres. This is the second day of lifting it. They started it yesterday afternoon. Yeah, it's actually quite amazing just how well ground is holding up and how firm it is. We're definitely starting to see a few wet spots now appearing, don't get me wrong, but yes, definitely makes everything so much easier whenever you're not going and hashing, because that just takes the pleasure out of it for everybody. So we've been asked just a few times throughout the course of the year, have we had any major breakdowns, or have we had any major problems? And I suppose now we're coming to the end of third cut, we can kind of answer that a wee bit better. I was always a wee bit scared to answer that question and jinx ourselves, but fingers crossed, so far so good. There hasn't been anything horrendous. Our big X700 back in first cut did have a wee breakdown. She had to go down to McGee's for a couple of days, but she was no sooner broke down on the lorry till she was fixed and back up the road again. So it wasn't massive, but it was fairly costly. Tractor wise, everything's been okay. Whenever tractors are running 6 days a week, sometimes up to 20 hours a day, it is inevitable that you are going to get niggly things that do go wrong, which they do, and that's not just a Massey thing. That would happen no matter what sort of brand you were running. But yeah, so far everything, fingers crossed, has been good, but we're not through me as yet, so long may it last, hopefully. So as you can see, calving 2022 has started. We had our first calf there just last weekend, and 3 so far this week. So what, today is Tuesday, so yes, they're starting to mean business. And then yesterday we started to move the ones that are coming very, very close. They are in here, so yes, it's not going to be very long before this whole entire place is ram-packed with calves. At the minute, the big M has found a home in here too, but yeah, the whole place will just be overrun probably in the next week or 2. So grass 2022 is almost finished. The boys are just away there this morning. They are lifting, I'm not too sure if it's 4th or it actually could be 5th cut down in Ballykelly. So yes, that's the last of the last. So yeah, it's kind of mad to actually think that that's where we are already. But now, Mia's is probably going to go as well at some stage this week. So that'll be all systems go, and everybody will be up in Castledurg. So yeah, things are starting to move on rightly. You can hear we have tankers there going at home here. So they're just putting out a bit of our own storage to kind of just get the tanks dropped whenever we can. I don't even know where everybody else is. The place is like a ghost town. But yeah, everything is just starting to get a different kind of busy. And that's just where we are now. So if you watched the last wee video that we put up, Adam went out and showed you a bit about the direct drilling. So I got an urgent SOS phone call. This is just the continuation on from it. So Alex is here playing, and then Stuart is over here as well. He is disking just behind him. Was in Barley, and they're just getting back at it now. So it's absolutely freezing. You can really feel the change in the temperature just the past couple of days. Alex is just going through a bit of a sticky spot there. But yeah, the temperature has definitely changed, and you definitely know that summer is long gone now. So everybody sort of thinks that whenever you get rid up with grass, once that busyness is over, that that's the end of the road. That's only kind of the rest of the mayhem starting. It's just a different form of torture that we have to go through. But yeah, things are going well. Things are going okay. Ground is holding up not too bad. We are getting there. Things are going well. But definitely there's been some change in temperature the past couple of days. Like really much so. So yeah, these are all nice kind of jobs. The boys actually really enjoy this line of work, and I suppose it's not just the mad panic that you have whenever you're at grass and there is no deadline for it like slurry. So it's nice just to be able to work away and take your time at it and kind of, I suppose, just make it's pleasurable, So you think you're getting away not too bad, and then the next thing somebody turns the rain on. But anyway, we have found Johnny. So Johnny is out here now with the direct drill, and if you watched Adam's last video, he kind of was telling you all the crack about it. But the direct drill was a done deal find. So she's in her first year with us at the minute, and she's done an awful lot of work. She's a fantastic tool. As I said, the drill there that Johnny's pulling was a done deal find. So Alex there that was ploughing, he spent a lot of time over in England, just working over there, and he was really familiar with them. We've actually done an awful lot of work with her this year. She came just at the start of the spring, and she's done a lot of direct drilling, and then drilling into fresh soil as well. So definitely this year just seems to tick all the right boxes. So yeah, I mean, they found her on Dundee. They made the phone call, they set sail down one day. I can't even remember whereabouts she actually did come from, but they brought her back up home that same day. Yeah, so I brought her up home straight away, and I think she was on the field a couple of days after that. The only fault with her was that the control box that she was coming with was a bit temperamental, but they were able to get one sourced from the Vaderstad dealer actually down south. So yeah, listen, absolutely delighted with her. You couldn't ask for a better machine. Around here, if it does what it's supposed to do, doesn't break down and works at speed, you're on to a winner, and it's ticking all in boxes so far anyway. So Johnny, he's happy enough there. He likes this job. No torture, no hassle, just out in his own, and away he goes. So the drill is actually something that we get asked an awful lot of questions about. You know, just the results that it leaves, you know, would we recommend it, and you know, what do we think of it, just, you know, as an implement in general. And I mean, I think it sort of has to be seen to be believed. You know, we have direct sowed over the top of grazing ground. We have direct sowed over the top of stubble. You know, and it is definitely a really good job. You know, in terms of getting stuff done quickly. You know, obviously you're taking out the ploughing, you're taking out the disking and anything else that needs to be done. So yeah, no, definitely well, she's earned her stripes, and I put it that way, she definitely has. Right, I'm going in out of the rain. So it is a few days later on, and we're getting washed out here now. Definitely very glad we got all that sewing done earlier on in the week. This weather today is just absolutely ridiculous. A lot of the workmen aren't even in today. They're just taking the day off to themselves. I suppose that, well, this is the last day in September, so it had to come at some stage, but yeah, it's not even downwards rain, it's the diagonal stuff, the sideways stuff, so yeah, it'll put the brakes on everything for a couple of days now, but yeah, the joys.